Section 16b, the doctrine of no soul anatta continued. It is the vague feeling I am that creates the idea of self, which has no corresponding reality. And to see this truth is to realize nirvana, which is not very easy. In the Samyutta Nikaya, there is an enlightening conversation on this point between a bhikkhu named Khemaka and a group of bhikkhus. These bhikkhus ask Khemaka whether he sees in the five aggregates any self or anything pertaining to a self. Khemaka replies, no. Then the bhikkhus say that if so, he should be an arahant free from all impurities. But Khemaka confesses that though he does not find in the five aggregates a self or anything pertaining to a self, I am not an arahant free from all impurities. O friends, with regard to the five aggregates of attachment, I have a feeling I am, but I do not clearly see this is I am. Then Khemaka explains that what he calls I am is neither matter, sensation, perception, mental formations, nor consciousness, nor anything without them. But he has the feeling I am with regard to the five aggregates. Though he could not see clearly this is I am, he says it is like the smell of a flower. It is neither the smell of the petals, nor of the color, nor of the pollen, but the smell of the flower. Khemaka further explains that even a person who has attained the early stages of realization still retains this feeling I am. But later on, when he progresses further, this feeling of I am altogether disappears. Just as the chemical smell of a freshly washed cloth disappears after a time when it is kept in a box. This discussion was so useful and enlightening to them that at the end of it, the text says all of them, including Khemaka himself, became arahants, free from all impurities, thus finally getting rid of I am. Correct attitude. According to the Buddha's teaching, it is as wrong to hold the opinion I have no self, which is the annihilationist theory, as to hold the opinion I have self, which is the eternalist theory, because both are fetters, both arising out of the false idea I am. The correct position with regard to the question of anatta is not to take hold of any opinions or views, but to see things objectively as they are without mental projections. To see that what we call I or being is only a combination of physical and mental aggregates which are working together interdependently in a flux of momentary change within the laws of cause and effect, and that there is nothing permanent, everlasting, unchanging, and eternal in the whole of existence. If no self, who gets the result of karma? Here, naturally a question arises. If there is no Atman or self, who gets the result of karma? No one can answer this question better than the Buddha himself. When this question was raised by a bhikkhu, the Buddha said, I have taught you, O bhikkhus, to see conditionality everywhere in all things. Doctrine of anatta, not negative. The Buddha's teaching on anatta, no soul or no self, should not be considered as negative or nihilistic. Like nirvana, it is truth, reality, and reality cannot be negative. It is the false belief in a non-existing imaginary self that is negative. The teaching on anatta dispels the darkness of false beliefs and produces the light of wisdom. It is not negative, as Asanga very aptly says. There is the fact of no selfness.